Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's section of reads. This should be on the YouTube channel James13 Wicca, in case you're seeing it somewhere else. The dice and decks I'm using are listed below. Other than that, if you would like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching, and let's get into your selection. Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Gemini? There's a lot. It just keeps going. Are we good? I'm like, it just keeps going. We're just going to put up the whole deck. Why not? Just for fun. Okay. The opportunity is right here. It's right here. Okay, so if we're adding in the past to the current energy, you can already see how something will go if you leave it up to other people. Whatever this is, there may be a reason that you normally wouldn't move forward on whatever this is, but it's also like, if I look back, I feel like I can easily see this. The Four of Swords in your history is kind of like, I've let other people make the decisions before, or I've just been a supportive player to whatever this is because I thought I needed to, and I've noticed that did not go well. That did not go well. For whatever reason, I keep looking in the past going, I stepped back because I felt like that was what was right. And even though it technically might have been the right thing to do, it did not go well. But the opportunity is here for you, and I feel like I know if I move forward, and for some reason I keep getting like, I don't want to. Whatever this is, it's like, I don't really want to do that, but I also know if I do, this will go a lot better. This can be a good situation, but if I don't step forward, it won't go well. What does that mean for you, though? Like, in what version is this leading energy going? Is it just doing something, or is it getting other people to work with you? Because I'm kind of getting like it's just by just doing it. To not letting yourself overthink it, just moving forward, just doing it. Just kind of like, all right. Like, there was who is this lady? Her name's Anna something. She was talking about, like, she brought the trash receptacle in, and she knew she had to put the bag in it, but she was just going to put it to the side and do it later. And she's like, why am I doing that? And she just kind of like cleaned it out, dried it out, and put the bag right in it. She just did it. Instead of like dragging it out unnecessarily, she just did it. She's like, this is the easiest thing to do. Doesn't have to be an issue. Just get the easy, like the easy win. Just do the easy thing. Just do the easy thing and just get it done. Just keep moving. And I feel like that's the energy, and I feel like that's why it's like the Three of Swords is here. Not because it's like a bad decision, but it's kind of like, if I just don't overthink the decision and I just keep moving, and I'm just kind of like, okay, dinner needs to be done. Hamburgers will make it. Just make hamburgers. Don't overthink it. Not going through like all the choices, all the possibilities we could have for dinner. Just like, hamburgers will make it. Hamburgers, fries, it's generic, but who cares? We just need to get through it. You just need to get to the next step. It's kind of like, I could sleep upstairs. I could sleep downstairs. I'm closer to downstairs. I'm just going to go to bed, sleep, done. I'm not letting myself think about all the possibilities. You get up the next day. I could do these three. I have these three things that need to be done. This is first on the list. I'm just going to do it just because it's first on the list. I'm not going to let myself overthink it. I'm just going to do it. Okay, next one. This is second. I'm just going to do it. I'm not letting myself overthink it. I'm just going to keep moving. And I think that's the Three of Swords, because Gemini really thrives and loves the opportunities, the differences, the other ways to do it. But this is kind of like not letting yourself go through all the possibilities. Easiest answer, just do it. Easiest answer, just do it. Easiest answer, just do it. And this is not like a way of living for the rest of your life. This is getting through this section of your life. This is how you move through it, and it doesn't have to hold you down. It's weird because it's like you can very well succeed with it, but it's also kind of like, I don't really like the way this is going. This is not forever. This should just be for now if this works for you. And this will help you get past these problems. This is a temporary solution. Okay. The energy's good. This gets judgment in your favor. This keeps things moving and helps you get what you actually want, believe it or not. It keeps energy moving forward, keeps it moving, keeps it moving, keeps it moving. It's not allowing you that moment to really sort through the options, and that's not really comfortable for Gemini. That's not really what you really enjoy. But for now, it's getting past this obstacle. This will get you past the obstacle. If you're willing to go that route, if you're willing to, it's like, I mean, it's your life. You do what you want, right? If you're willing to do that, you're going to be very, very shocked at the possibilities that show up in front of you. Okay. Okay, so this could be a problem, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. You got the Magician energy, it's you making a decision. And then the Ten of Swords comes in like this, because it's kind of like, okay, oh wait, a bunch of options, a bunch of possibilities. This is like the moment where I'm at the bus station, and I'm like, okay, I gotta get on a bus. Wait a minute. Whatever bus I get on, I'm going to be in this area for a while. So it reminds me of being on vacation. There's 5 different buses to 5 different parts of this location. Maybe it's an island, just for argument's sake. But once I'm on one of these buses, then I got to see it through, because it takes me to a location, and then I have to do stuff at that location. This could be a point where I'm like, uh-oh, now what do I want to do? And I couldn't end up like frizzing out. I don't know how to explain this. Just where I'm just like, now what? Or I get overtied into all the options, and I start wanting to research all the options. This is a moment where it's kind of like, do that easiest answer first thing. I know the beach is over on this bus. I know I like that. I know I'll definitely enjoy myself. Let me just get on that bus and go there. Say maybe you only have 2 days, 3 days tops, but say you only have 2 days, just for argument's sake. All right, I'm going to go to the beach. First day I'm doing that. When I'm at the beach, I'm making sure that I just make my decision for the next day, what I'm going to do. And I tried not to let myself think about it for more than half an hour to an hour. Within a half an hour, I set an alarm for half an hour. Once I'm there, I just have to make my decision. Tomorrow I'm going to do bus 3, and that's that. I just forced myself to do that, and then that way I enjoy the beach that I went to for the first day. I got on that bus. I knew I was going to like the beach. There was 4 other options I could have chose, but I knew I'd definitely like the beach, so I just chose that. While I was there, I gave myself a half hour. I set my alarm. I decided between the 4 buses for the next day, and then I stepped away from it. This is one of those moments where it's kind of like, when I see myself doing it, I don't allow myself to do it. It's kind of like, I don't want to put myself into an analysis paralysis. Is that the way you're supposed to say that? I don't know. But I feel like you know what I'm saying. It's one of those things where you can get a lot of success in this situation, whatever's coming at you at this time, but it's reminding yourself, oh, wait a minute, there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of possibilities, but I don't have a lot of time to choose. I'm at the bus station. I need to get on a bus. Or I'm going to spend the whole day trying to make a decision. The day will pass, and then the 2 days I was supposed to have a good time turned into just 1 day, because I spent 1 day just going through all the options and I didn't do anything. Does that make sense? The possibilities are here. The possibilities could literally cheat you out of success, because it gets so overwhelming. It's kind of like, well, I don't want to miss out on the best possibility. But by not wanting to miss out on the best possibility, you diminish the possibilities you actually get. This should not be a way of living. This should be like momentary things. Like, does that make sense? Like, it's kind of like I'm being pushed towards something. It's kind of like I can either have two good things or one good thing. And it's kind of like you do better by getting the two good things. So it's like this one was 50% good, that one was 70% good. When everything is done, I made out with 120% to the good. That doesn't make sense, I know. So it's, I feel like you know what I mean. I'm not going to worry about it. There's something here where the universe is trying to help you find a different path to follow to where you could still enjoy your natural gifts, but not let them overwhelm you to where you don't get the total benefit you could. Because it doesn't matter what sign you are, right? This is for Gemini, but whatever it is, every sign has its gifts and its detriments. Every sign. It doesn't matter what one it is. And they're trying to, that's the whole point of this, is to like realize you can find so many beautiful things. But it's the moving forward on the beautiful things. It's getting the actual beautiful things in your life. You can see a lot of possibilities. That's usually very easy for Gemini. It's attaining and getting the success in your life. And it's like not only seeing it, but bringing it into your life. That's the thing. And some Geminis are good at it. Some Geminis have a challenge with that. I don't know. It depends on what you're dealing with. I feel like it depends on the subject matter, quite frankly. I feel like there's a lot of different compartments in life, and it depends on what you're a part of. Some things I feel like there's some places in life where it's easier to deal with, other places where it's more difficult. This is trying to help you find a way to kind of see what's going on, realize the patterns and what they're doing in your life, and for you to have control of that and to actually create what you want based on what's naturally happening and going, wait a minute, before I get, analysis paralysis, let's not do that. I'm just going to take the easy answer so I keep moving in this subject. It could be a work situation, it could be a family situation, it could be love, whatever it is. It's kind of like I'm going to take the safe path forward because I always get stuck in this situation and it never works the way I want it to. So instead of going through all the options and looking at all the possibilities and getting stuck with something I don't want or ending up with just defaulting to nothing, I'm going to keep moving forward with the safe decision in this department, in this situation, in this realm of my life, so I keep moving. And they're trying to highlight like what's going on so you can see it a little clearer, so you could advance in it and you can make different decisions and find a better way to handle situations that maybe haven't been working in this category of life, whatever this category may be for you. Your intellect is extremely important, but it's also not to let your intellect hold you down and realize kind of like instead of having analysis paralysis going, wait a minute, this subject in life, be it work, family, love, friendship, whatever it could be, finances, whatever it could be, I'm going to step back and I'm going to change how I've been handling it and just keep taking the easy answer for a while, the safe answer for a while, and see where that takes me. And that way I can start creating a different relationship with this situation so that I can start flourishing in a place where I haven't been. And I really am a true believer. Like, there's so many different facets of life. Nobody excels in all facets. There's always at least one where we're stumbling and we're not doing that well. And it's realizing, what are we doing that's making it stumble? Why are we not working out in this area the way we want to? And then reevaluating it and going, okay, let's do this differently than I would normally do it. How would I normally handle it? Why is that not working? And how do I reevaluate how I'm handling it in a different way and find a different solution so I can actually start healing this area and doing this better in this direction? There's a little bit more here. Whatever's going on in this subject of your life, which hopefully this is helping move it in a better direction, there are other people, there are other factors that always seem to kind of like inhibit or create some type of chaos here. It's not, I don't feel like it's always meant to be bad, but sometimes it's not, sometimes it's not so good, sometimes it is, it depends what it is. That's what this is kind of representing with the magician going on around you. But this isn't something that you have to like, just settle with like, well, I guess that's how it goes. This is something where they're like, identifying what you're dealing with, identify what's not changeable, and then working around it, which you're great with. You're great at finding those things, but then keeping the motion in there, keeping things moving in a way that where like I just keep taking the safe answer for a while just because it keeps the current moving. Taking too long to make a decision could actually cheat you out of the best decision. By taking the safe answer, you keep moving along the river, you get a lot farther down it, and you get a lot more bounty from it. I hope I'm making sense with that. Because I feel like I'm a Pisces, I'm not a Gemini, but sometimes the energy takes over and we just keep going, and I'm just like, I just got to trust that it's working out, whatever you're looking for from the situation. Because they're saying the sooner you get on this track and you start handling it this way, the more you're going to get out of life, the more you're going to actually create out of life. And it's kind of like, if I look back a year from now, if I use this method, if this actually works for you, you decide what's right for you. Readings for entertainment purposes only, you know? But it's like, if you use this method and this works, it's kind of like, all right, you know what? Every decision I made over the last year wasn't the optimal decision, but it's kind of like, at the end of the year, what I normally would have done, I would have ended up with $100. I ended up with $10,000 instead because I kept moving. I had potential to make $100,000, but I'd rather have the $10,000 rather than the $100 that it would have made by just going so slowly. Does that make sense? I don't know if that made sense, but I hope, because I feel like that got a little complicated if I'm going to go through it again in my own brain. It's like at the end of the year, the way I normally would have lived life, I would have ended up with $100 credit to what I wanted. The way I lived it, if I did this method, I ended up with $10,000. When I look back, I can see where there was a potential for $100,000, but realizing normally I would have just ended up with $100. I ended up with $10,000, which is better. I would have wanted the $100,000, but would I have realistically gotten that the way I was living life? That's the question. I hope that makes sense. I feel like it makes sense in a linear way. I know Geminis are really intelligent, so if it made sense, you'll know. I know, if it made sense, you'll know. I'm going to let it go there. All right, hopefully that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.